gone.
Please tell me someone hasn't stolen afternoon tea.
Holmes, the Diogenes Club, is in a fit. A sealed honorary membership certificate, priceless in tradition, if not in gold, has vanished. Case was found opened, and the letter missing. Only 3 people were inside when the letter vanished.
And no sign of forced entry?
None. I could really use your help. But the club prides itself on absolute discretion. If you're not careful, the walls may throw you out for speaking too loudly.
I'm not one to speak loudly, Lestrade. It's my work that speaks volumes. I'll be there shortly.
The membership certificate was to be presented at tomorrow's centennial. It's been sealed for weeks in this display. The gentleman discovered the case unlocked and the parchment removed from inside the sealed envelope, but nothing else disturbed.
Curious. Why peel the seal and leave behind the envelope?
You tell me. We've got the club's secretary, a visiting member from the colonies, and a well-known barrister, all here late.
Then let us begin the game and speak with the first suspect.
A dreadful business, Holmes. This club prides itself on honor. If it becomes known we've lost such a symbolic document,
It will reflect poorly on your watch, indeed. Where were you when the scroll disappeared?
in my office, preparing minutes for tomorrow's ceremony. I was in my office for hours and never left. The security log for my door can confirm I only opened it at about 10:15 when I heard Abernathy say it was gone.
You have security logs for the doors, but no cameras.
This club has great integrity, Holmes. Our security is meant to catch intruders, not record our own members.
Yet the display case was opened, and the letter was taken by one of your members. Tell me, do you have a key to it?
Of course, as secretary, I'm entrusted with many things.
You were preparing tomorrow's minutes, you say?
Yes, I have the draft right here.
The ink appears dry. You said you'd written it just before we arrived.
It's just a ballpoint pen. I don't often use an inkwell, only for ceremonial documents. I don't even have any blotting paper right now. The local shop's been out for days.
Curious. Thank you. Were the gloves soft enough for the first round, Lestrade? Let's be on to the next.
I came for a taste of home, Mr. Holmes. My family has long ties to the club, and I was honored with an invitation. The history and power in these walls is remarkable, wouldn't you say?
I might have some remarks, but Detective Lestrade's asked that I not. So you arrived this afternoon?
Indeed. I had a pipe by the fire, looked around and saw the certificate for tomorrow's ceremony still sealed in the case. That was probably around 8. I then sat back down and read until shortly after 10. I noticed the membership envelope sitting in the case, just sitting open. I took a closer look and could clearly see that the envelope was empty. I said something. I don't recall. And that's when Green came in and noticed the case was unlocked too.
An eventful night for history and power, it seems. Do you usually wear gloves indoors?
They're for reading, sir. Surely you don't read first editions without them.
I'm more of an inspiration for classic first editions than a collector, frankly. Lestrade, let's bring our third player into the game.
I stayed late reviewing a legal brief. I'd requested silence and received it. I heard nothing, saw nothing.
You're a long-standing member?
24 years.
Did you leave your office at any time tonight?
I used the restroom at about 9:30. I noticed Mr. Abernathy reading by the fire, but nothing suspicious. And I've never seen a theft here. It would disgrace the name.
As would a forged induction certificate, if one wished to claim membership they hadn't earned.
I'd advise you not to imply forgery without proof.
I don't imply, sir. I deduce. I understand that such a document would be priceless in the access it provides. Something about power and history, I presume.
You're absolutely correct on every point, except the main one. We didn't discover a forgery. We lost a genuine membership certificate.
And from right under your noses. 3 gentlemen, 3 stories. One detail gives away the trick. Can you spot the deception?
Per usual, Sherlock figured it out. Do you know who the culprit is? Is it suspect number 1, Mr. Alistair Green, club secretary? Suspect number 2, Mr. Julius Abernathy, visiting colonial member. Suspect number 3, Barrister Edwin Crane. Pause if you like, but I'm ready to find out who did it. Well, who swiped the certificate, Holmes?
A certificate is actually quite a small thing to hide. But deception needn't be large to be effective. Observe, the seal was undone with heat, not force. A wax seal softened, cleanly peeled, leaves no tear on the envelope. The envelope could have been opened hours earlier and only appeared to be sealed.
Which means...
Abernathy saw the envelope closed, and everyone assumed it was also sealed, but in fact was already empty. Someone with both opportunity and reason to unseal the envelope did so prior, right here at the fireplace.
Abernathy didn't have a key either, so that rules him out.
Indeed, though you have a key, Mr. Green.
I never left my office.
You were very specific about being in your office for hours. Plenty of time to forge the certificate you lifted earlier in complete privacy.
You can't prove it.
Well, I can prove you forged a duplicate. Your ink was still drying when we arrived. Unable to acquire the blotting paper in time, you resorted to the hairdryer on your desk to hasten the forgery's completion.
So he planned to switch the original with a fake at the ceremony?
Exactly. But time ran out on his ruse before he let the ink dry, and the seal revealed what Green tried to conceal when showing not broken, but peeled. Since his deception was unexpectedly discovered, both the original and the forgery can still be found in his desk. Be careful of the counterfeit certificate, Lestrade. Remember, the ink is still wet.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Green.
I was offered so much money, and it's not like anyone was going to get hurt.
No matter how clever the deception, the motive is always predictable, isn't it, Lestrade?
You certainly make it seem that way. Nothing escapes you, does it, Holmes?
Only time, Lestrade. Only time.
So here's the deal. Sherlock Holmes has solved a great many cases, most of which aren't exciting enough for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or the other storytellers. While I'm not as good a storyteller as they are, I thought I'd give it a go. What the heck? I've got a million stories to tell. They may not make the BBC, but interesting nonetheless. While I'm learning how to make engaging videos that do the real stories justice, feel free to drop a comment on what you think. Any clues or ideas for the videos makes me a better detective and storyteller. Thanks for sharing your time with me. As the kids say, like and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Check out my other videos too. Until next time, my friends, take care of yourselves, and when you can, take care of others too.